So, as we think about the refurbishments of our hotels, it's a super ambitious plan. We have done some what we call soft good rehabs over the years, but this is really our first time going into our hotels and really digging deep, going in and really finding out what is there to do. Occupancies are sustainably high most of the time. So for us, it's always a challenge to find out when are we going to actually reserve time to build these experiences, or when do we go for additional occupancy. But the commitment of the company was we're going to move forward with it even though we have high occupancy. So in 2010, 2011, we embarked on really a 10-year plan. This 10-year plan was very well thought out of, and that 10-year plan allowed us to go into each of our resorts and really have an opportunity to explore. When we go into these refurbishments, a lot of people will ask me, well, how do you know what to do? We spent a lot of time working with a lot of partners to understand exactly what's necessary. We take in guest feedback, we take in feedback from our operators, we take in feedback from surveys and focus groups. I'll give you an example. There's this really fancy titled survey called MaxDiff. MaxDiff, Maximum Differential, is designed to, if I ask you a series of questions, because if I ask you what do you like, you're going to tell me, oh, I really like extra magic hours, and I really like a jacuzzi in my tub. But the way they ask these questions, it forces you to prioritize. So we sit down and we survey our guests through a particular survey results and ask them a ton of questions about what is most important to them. And it allows us to differentiate. Because on my regular guest survey, I see that guests really enjoy jacuzzi tubs. But when I looked at my MaxDiff survey, one of the number one things that guests were asking for was Wi-Fi. So last year we started the implementation of Wi-Fi in all of our resorts. By the end of this coming year, all of our primary resorts will have Wi-Fi in all their public areas and guest rooms. And then we'll be continuing that phase on to our Santa Fe, Cheyenne, and our ranch hotels. So the MaxDiff survey allows us to really prioritize and able to help us understand exactly what's necessary. The other thing was, not only are we listening to our guests when it comes to the physical assets, we're also listening to them when it comes to other amenities. We were a part, and we'll talk about this a little later, we were part of a global opportunity to provide new amenities for the entire resort.